The UFC pay-per-view will be here in Arizona, and that main event, Justin Gaethje versus Charles Oliveira. How do you see that fight playing out?
Ooh, that's a good fight. How do I see it playing out? It's going to be a good fight. It's going to be a banger. You know, Gaethje goes in there, and he's always willing to slug it out with anybody. He's got some of the best defensive wrestling in the world, and it complements his striking so very well. So it's always fun watching him go in there and go to work. And Oliveira, I mean, what hasn't been said about him? I mean, he's shown he's one of the best on the ground, if not the best on the ground. And he's showing that he's getting even better to the very best of the guys on the feet. So it can go either way, you know. It can go either way. I know it's going to be super exciting, though. That's for damn sure.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one because remember the last two fights that Charles had, he got hurt. Chandler hurt him pretty bad in the first round, and he came back super strong, right? And with Dustin, the same thing. He got hurt, not as bad, but he got hurt earlier on, and he came on pretty strong. So can Justin hurt him like that right away? And the only difference, I think, in my personal opinion, is I think Justin's more of a killer. He's more of a killer, and if he hurts Charles, he just might finish him. You know, we won't know till the fight happens, but this is what I say. Early, I give Justin. Late, I give Oliveira, because he's shown that. He's shown that he's resilient, and he comes on stronger. He gets better as the rounds go on. We've seen that from him.
God, I like both of them so much. I don't know. It's really cool to see what Charles is doing. Huge fan of Justin, too, so how do I see that fight playing out? Charles on he's a killer right now. He's just doing what he needs to do to get the job done. I don't know. I could see Charles maybe subbing him. I don't know. It's hard to say. That would be a legendary fight.
After UFC 269, you said that Charles Oliveira was the most skilled opponent that you've shared in the octagon. So do you see him as champion for a very long time?
Yeah. I mean, I said it immediately after we fought. I knew during the second round of our fight that he was going to be a champ. And I see him being a champ for a few more years, at least.
So you do see him beating Justin Gaethje, who he is fighting next?
Yeah, but that's a wash.
You know, being part of the whole Khabib era, like, this is going to be good. The biggest threat for all those dudes, though, even though I do feel like, well, I tend to change my tune, but it's Charles the Bronx. Charles the Bronx, he's a big 55er too, huge, and the way he's been able to time his wrestling, and I don't know if Islam's grappling is as good as his takedowns may be, but I don't know if his grappling is as good as Charles the Bronx. So that fight right there, it's like it's up in the air for me. Again, they're both my friends, but let the best man win.
Well, Justin Gaethje will be fighting Charles. So with that analysis, do you think that Charles beats Gaethje then?
Oh, man. Gaethje's going to have to really kick that leg. He could. Gaethje could actually break him, but if Gaethje doesn't break him, Charles the Bronx is too technical. He's got too many sharp ways. He's got so many more ways to beat him. But I do think that Charles Oliveira's biggest kryptonite, it is Justin Gaethje. And I used to think it was Islam, but not no more, because he'll be happy to go to the ground with Islam. And that's where it gets dangerous.